So I thought that instead of rewriting what you've already written, it'd actually be a better idea if you started again. Try something different. This time I want you to describe a character of your choice. You can make up anyone you like. But just like yesterday, I want you to go into detail, go into extreme detail, and aim for another page of just describing one character. Now, I'm reading a book at the moment. It's called The Goldfinch. It's pretty good. It's a very long book, and I was reading it, and the main character is describing his mother at one point, and his mother is a really important character. He's a teenage boy, and he starts describing his mother, and then he spends the author of the book spends 5 pages just describing this one person who's a very important character in the book, so it kind of feels worth it. And at the end of it, you know everything about this woman. Really, really, really great description. Now, obviously, I don't expect you to write 5 pages, but see if you can go for one. Now, you can see here that I've said you can write in third or first person. I don't really mind, and you can describe anyone you want, but they must be human. I've written here, again, don't describe their physical appearance until the end or near the end. This isn't what you have to do when you're describing characters. I'm sure you've read loads of books where they describe the character, what they look like first, but it's just a technique that you can practice. It's just an idea. So give it a go. This isn't hard and fast. When you come to describing characters in future books, you don't have to describe what they look like until the end of the description, but it's a really nice idea, and I really like how they're turning out. You can include other characters in your description if it helps you, like we did with the work yesterday. If you're writing in third person especially, that's really helpful. I want you to describe everything about them. The two things we're going to concentrate on is their personality and their appearance. Okay, so like I said before, we're going to describe their personality first and then describe what they look like. You can mix it up if you like, though. And use loads of figurative language, loads of metaphors and similes and personification if you can. Try using memories about things that your character, or you, if you're writing in the first person, have of this person. That helps describe their personality. Remember something that you've done or a conversation that you've had which describes what they're like. Are they a funny person? If they're a funny person, describe something that they've said in the past that's funny. If they're a grumpy person, describe a situation when they were grumpy, or just some nice memories. I've written here as well, remember to use some examples of show not tell, or inference as we call it. So we've done a lot of work on this, so try and show it off. So for example, instead of saying she was usually very quiet, try instead saying she didn't speak often, and when she did, you'd have to concentrate to hear her. I haven't said she's quiet there, I've just sort of shown you that she's quiet. And instead of saying Mike was old, if they are an old person, why not describing or showing the oldness? So instead of saying Mike was old or an old man, try saying Mike's hair was getting thinner and his once black hair was slowly turning white. Or instead of saying Billy was a tall kid, try his clothes always seemed uncomfortably too small and people always thought he was my older brother. I haven't told you that he's tall, but you can just see that he is. You can write some notes if you like. Try building them together. Try coming up with some examples. Try writing some ideas down before you put it together. That's fine as well. We're going to practice this because not next week, but the week after, we're going to start writing a long story. So we've written lots and lots of short stories, but we're going to have a go at spending a couple of weeks writing a slightly longer story. A proper story with a proper beginning, a proper middle, and a proper end. And I'm going to try and publish these as well. I did this last year when we were in lockdown with my old class. And they wrote some fabulous stories, and I put them all together. We did it all online, and we made front covers for it, we made blurbs, and they were really great. So in a couple of weeks, we're going to write big, long stories. So this is a great practice, a great idea to start really, really writing some secondary school style work. Now, all I'm asking you is to do your best. If this seems a bit daunting, don't worry. Just do the best you can. Each time you think, well, I can't write anymore, well, I'm sure you can. Just think, okay, well, I've described the fact that they're wearing a t-shirt, a white t-shirt. Go into more details. What about that white t-shirt? Is it dirty? Is it clean? Does it have anything on it? Does it suit them? Does it look good? If they are a kind person, start writing some examples, some memories of that person which describe why they're kind. If they're your best friend, for example, start including some sentences which show why they're your best friend. Maybe you have a memory of something nice they've done for you, or some information about how you're inseparable, about how you spend every evening together playing video games or something like that. Okay. So aim for a page. I'm sure some of you will be able to write much more. If you can, go for it. I'm looking forward to reading them. We'll call yesterday's work a practice. But today, really go for it. Please remember as well to check your work. Go over it. Make sure there's no typos. If there's any part of the description where you think, yeah, do you know what? I could have added something else there. Just put a little asterisk, a little star, or a little number, and then write it at the end. Making it clear where you want to insert that extra bit of information, those extra bits of sentences. You can comment on these lessons now, so at the end you'll be able to comment. If you have any questions, people are using the comments really well now. I'm really pleased. So if you did want to ask me a question or share an idea with me, then please do fire away. Ask away, and I'll gladly help you out with this one. Okay, good luck. I'm looking forward to reading.